Hey guys, welcome back to Film Art. Well, there is something which we all have in common. It's me, you and everyone, regardless of the person being a photographer or not. It's editing on a mobile phone. We all do it. Regardless of a person's job or a profession, this is something which we all do, and it gives us immense happiness if you can do it right. So in this episode, I am going to show you how you can edit some amazing dark, moody and cinematic edits with your mobile phone. If that's interesting to you, stick to the end of the video. I'll see you on the other side of the intro. Using two applications. One of them is the Lightroom mobile and another is the Lens Distortion. Both of them are free, available on Play Store or App Store, whatever you use, and they are amazing. So if you want to follow with me, take any of your picture and start editing with me. You can pause, you can rewind, you can do whatever you want. So let's get started. So here we are in the Lightroom module of my mobile phone, and I've already reset my folder named as work, and I'll be editing these 4 images now. And this is one of my favorite images because I love to capture eyes, because it tells so much about the personality of a person and also the mood. So let's get started with this. The first thing that I would do is take on the exposure. See, we are opting for the dark and moody look, so obviously the exposure will be a little down. We are actually going up, so I think I'll put it down. Perfect. And in these types of edits, the contrasts are generally a bit higher. That's perfect. Highlights is always down for me, and shadows are always up. You can follow along with me. Now we'll touch the blacks. To further increase the contrast, just decrease the blacks. I think that's perfect. Now the curve. Well, curve is where most of the magic happens. So just select 4 pointers in the intersecting points, and then first of all we need to crush the black. That is it. And to make up for the loss of contrast, we need to pull the second one further down. I think this is okay. Now we are touching the midtones. A little up. Perfect. And now crushing the highlights. That's too much now. Yeah, that is perfect. Okay, moving on, we are going to the temperature section. The temperature will be a little warmer, and I think for that it's yeah, that's fine. And the tint here, I would love to go into the magenta side of the tint slider. So here it is. I think that's fine. And I've always increased the vibration and reduced the saturation. I think that really adds up to the image. So I'm doing that here as well. And now click on the mix. Yeah, and just follow along, because see, we are going for the cinematic look, and for the cinematic look it's always recommended to, you know, mute the colors. So that's what I'm doing right now. I think this looks good. You can adjust them accordingly, you know, while editing for your own particular image, because this image, I think this will be the best fitting edit, and for your image it might be a different one, so you can do it accordingly. Yeah, I think this is okay. Increase the aqua a little. It really affects the image. Yeah, I think these are fine. Alright. Okay, moving on. clarity slider to the right, increase the clarity by a bit. Good enough. Dehaze just a fraction, don't go overboard, just a fraction. And I'm in love with the vignette all the time. I think perfect. Alright, next, see, this is the split tone section. You can move it, move the sliders and see which or one of them suits you. This is the setting that works for me, so I'm using them. The highlights into the blue and putting them further down. Yes. Alright, I think we're more or less done here. Just increase the sharpness of the picture a little. Yeah, I think that's done. Okay, now open this image or share this image with lens distortion. That is the second application that I just talked about. So this has got some wonderful light leaks in the sun's rays, so it really adds a lot of drama to your image, and it's a wonderful application, I must say that. Don't go overboard, just place your light leak in an angle so that the image is clear. It's not affecting the overall quality of the image, but still gets the effect. Now save it. Alright, that's great. Now moving on to the Lightroom module again. So this is the image I just edited and all the settings are already there. So what I would do is I would just copy the setting and paste it on the other picture which I wanted to edit. That will save up a lot of work. It actually works as a preset, just as in Lightroom on your desktop or your laptop. See this? This has already got the light leak, so I don't need to open it with lens distortion. Let's go on to the next image. Save it first. Paste settings. Perfect. Looks very cinematic, isn't it? Just increase the shadows a little. Yeah. Perfect. Save it here as well. Doing the same thing here. This image can use a little bit of light leak. So I'm opening this again with the lens distortion. Oh, I think this is way too much. We'll have to mellow it down a bit. So that's how you can edit your images on Lightroom and lens distortion. So that was it, guys. I hope you really liked the video and I've learned a thing or two about editing on your mobile phones. Well, you can DM me your images that you have edited using the same settings. You can always DM them on my Instagram profile, the links to which I'll be giving in the description box below. So if you're new to this channel, please like, comment, share and subscribe. And those who are already watching it, keep watching. Thank you very much. I'll see you again in another video, another tutorial. Till then, happy